Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome back to Cooking with NadZ. Today we're going to be making Shahi Tukrey, or what is also known as Meetha. What you'll need for this recipe is 1.75 liters of full-fat milk, a few saffron strands, 6 white sliced sandwich bread, a dozen blanched ground almonds, a cup of sugar, 5 ground small cardamom, oil, and for the garnishing, slivered almonds and pistachios, half cup of evaporated milk, and some ricotta cheese or koya. Start by greasing the pot with some oil. On low heat, pour in the 1.75 liters of milk to boil. Add about 4 to 5 ground cardamom or choti elaichi and let it boil until it reduces in quantity. As the milk boils, let's remove the brown edges from our bread pieces. Now I'm using 6 slices, however this recipe is good for at least 8 slices, but my dish accommodates about 6, so that's what I'll be using. Now, tip here, don't throw these away. Dry the edges, ground them up, and you can use them as breadcrumbs for any other dish. Also, in my case, Meetha, our parrot, absolutely loves bread, so often he gets these too. With the edges all removed, and right before we fry the bread slices, let's go ahead and sprinkle some saffron strands into the hot milk. This will ultimately really give the milk mixture a creamy yellow color. With the edges removed, we're now going to go ahead and fry 2 pieces at a time in some oil. Now be sure to add about a teaspoon at a time, and we're going to fry these to dark brown. So as you can see, they've been browning quite nicely. We can remove them and set them aside and go ahead and continue with the others 2 at a time. Back to our boiling milk with the ground cardamom and a pinch of saffron. We are now ready to add our blanched almonds. So I've actually taken about a dozen almonds and soaked them in boiling water for about a half an hour and peeled off the skin and let them dry. Thereafter, we're ready to go ahead and grind them in a blender. Once blended, go ahead and add it to the milk and be sure to stir it constantly so as not to let it stick to the bottom. Add 1 cup of sugar and stir well as well. You may choose to taste it at this point and could add about a 1/4 cup more depending on how sweet you'd like your dessert to be. Let's not forget our slices that were being fried here. To accommodate the base and size of the dish, I've actually taken the last 2 pieces of bread and sliced them in half, and we are ready at this point to soak them into our milk mixture about 1 or 2 at a time. Once they're nicely soaked, you can remove them 1 at a time and gently line the base of the dish. Continue to soak the remaining slices of bread in the milk mixture, remove them and line the base of the dish to fully cover with the soaked bread. At this point, you can pour the remaining milk over the bread so you have them immersed in some milk mixture. Now this is optional, but I choose to add about a half cup of evaporated milk on top as well for a more richer texture and taste. Sprinkle some ricotta cheese or koya on top, spread it across, as well as some slivered almonds and pistachios, and it's ready to go into a preheated oven at about 225 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a note to make here, I actually keep a little bit of the milk mixture or milk batter remaining. We do want the batter to be absorbed, but the slices aren't to be completely dry. It is nice and moist, so a little trick there is to keep a little bit of the batter remaining just in case you overdo it in the oven. So about 30 minutes later in the oven, it's ready. I feel it's best when it's warm, so set it aside for about 15 minutes and serve. You can still see a bit of milk and moistness, and it's nice and golden on top. If it's placed in the fridge as a leftover and gets dry, do feel free to add some of the milk mixture if you had any remaining, zap it in the microwave, and it'll be nice and moist. So there you have it, Shahi Tukrey or Meetha. If you enjoyed my video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, turn on the bell so you never miss out on any of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Allah Hafiz. Bye!